Hi, hi, hello, hello. We are reading chapter 123, 1, 2, 3 of We Can't Study. I hope it'll give us the 1, 2, 3s and ABCs of something so that we too can study. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this introduction. Doesn't really matter. The cover page here is a cute little drawing of three fangirls and the girls they love, or the boy in one case, Nariyuki's little sister, of course, with a Nariyuki doll, and Ogata's fangirl best friend, science buddy, whose name I forget, with Ogata doll, and Miharu. Miharu? Miharu, yeah, with the Sensei doll. Cute! Cute. It's kind of an interesting way to link these three characters together that, to my knowledge, none of these characters have ever appeared in a scene together, but, it's fun. That's a good aspect of a series, I think, is to be able to make these sort of thematic connections. Alright, it's New Year's Eve. Ooh, a lot of possible major romantic type events can happen on New Year's Eve. But Nariyuki's out with his boys, visiting the shrine. The crazier was, Nari. Oh, he calls him Nari. That's cute. Let's go pick up chicks. Girls get lonelier in the winter. Wow. Okay. Little does he know, I guess, that this one guy is already dating someone. We found that out in a chapter a while ago. Oh, and the girls are here too. Having some corn dogs. Furuhashi with two corn dogs. This is actually pretty amazing because normally when there's somewhat of like a fan servicey shot, not that there's something lewd, of course, in this image or anything explicit like that, but it's kind of fan servicey. You get to see them in their formal yukata out on New Year's Eve. It's like a real kind of self-insert fantasy type sequence, and yet they retain this comedic detail that Furuhashi has crumbs from the corn dog all over her face. It's not often that they'll do something like that. Allow humor to interject into and somewhat compromise the idyllicness and perfection of the fan service scene. So that's pretty funny. I really appreciate that. That's nice. Cute page. Furuhashi, of course, also with huge bags full of other snacks, I'm sure. Really great, all of you. Wow, yeah, he did well. Nariyuki, I think, normally would stumble all over himself trying to pay a compliment like this, or would talk himself out of it internally. But he knows now. This is a nice thing to say. Yeah, she's got a ton of food. Calories get reset when the new year starts over. Wouldn't that be nice? No. It's really, really heavy. Oh, you can get a corn dog. But before she gets the event still of feeding Nariyuki a corn dog on New Year's Eve, Rizu running in, shoving in some udon. You work in an udon shop. Why are you getting udon on New Year's? Right? It's a thing to have soba on New Year's, right? Maybe this is soba. Because the long, long noodles represent a long and well spent life or something, right? It gives you kind of a blessing going into the new year. And there's some like ritual, you gotta eat them all before it hits midnight or something. Does this sound right? I'm just basing it off like other anime I've seen. So maybe she was eating soba, I don't know. It looks like udon though. Anyways. Wow, it's New Year's udon noodles. Okay, so I was right there. But it should be New Year's soba, I'm pretty sure. Takoyaki, of course, a festival classic. It's probably going to be piping hot. Yup, 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 yup. All three girls just fighting over who gets to feed Nariyuki. His friends looking on in envy. Especially, what's that guy's name? Owata? Owata-san? Something like that? Oh, and the cute shot of Nariyuki, too. I like this series a lot, and it does this in a much more than most kind of harem series do, and in a way that I find much more compelling, which is to give these sort of equivalent fan service shots, these equivalent, really idyllic self-insert type things with Nariyuki's reaction too. Oh, look at how happy he is being pampered like this on New Year's Eve with all of these delicious festival foods just shoved into his face. Ah, isn't that nice? Ah, we made Nariyuki happy. You know, to give a little service in that direction as well. Why not? Why not? Right? I think it can add a lot to the series. It makes the whole thing kind of a wash in this idyllic peacefulness. Not just his perspective, not just the het male reader's imagined perspective, but everyone is having a good time. Yeah. Heard they might come. It's really lucky we all found each other so quickly. I see, I see. So they had schemed to have this little reunion. When's he gonna get together with one of these awesome girls and live happily ever after? A good question. A question that we can ask of the series itself. We'll see, we'll see. So buy a good luck charm. Studying, of course. So with an event like New Year's, you gotta make sure all of the characters are represented. I figured something like this would happen. So here's Senpai, working at as a shrine maiden, selling talismans of good fortune. Sure, sure. Charm for academic success, of course, of course. But they're all sold out. Of course. It's exam season. Here, someone came by and bought up all the academic success charms. Ooh, Sensei? Probably Sensei. She tries to sell the love charm. So now she gets her little bit of Nariyuki service, of course. I don't know what she's doing here. Oh, he probably has food all over his face. I bet that's it. Because it would kind of call back to the Furuhashi having food on her face thing. Alright, alright, alright. Yeah, takoyaki sauce on your cheek. Okay, so Nariyuki trying to catch up with everyone. Now must run into Sensei, I would assume. See, look at this. I think they're really writing with the knowledge that Sensei is not just the most popular character in the series, but is overwhelmingly popular compared to the most popular girls in any similar series. So that she deserves all the special treatment. So she's the last one that Nariyuki encounters. I think she's the one that's gonna like solve all the problems. She's gonna have all the academic charms. That's my guess. She bought them up beforehand. And, you know, there's about half the chapter left, and I think she's gonna be the one that has kind of the final encounter with Nariyuki at the end of the new year. That's my guess. Yep, there she is. Why is it vaguely familiar? Oh no. Miharu looking around for her. Oh, you shouldn't address someone after just seeing their bottom. Their sit down upon me. That's quite rude. Every aspect of this is rude. What should I hold? Oh no. So she gets the biggest fan servicey type scene. And then I'm sure she'll get the kind of most sentimental scene at the end too. Long complicated story, okay. Go to buy food anyways. Tries to pick up some trash. Okay, okay. That's complicated. That's not really complicated. It's just very stupid. Oh, perfect timing. Ah, yep. She's got all of them. That makes sense. Okay, well, that was less of a big kind of sentimental finale than I thought it was. So now he'll return to the other girls, and they'll kind of get a climactic moment too. I feel like they're not going to let the New Year pass without something of some perceived significance. I don't actually expect plot development or anything, but I expect, you know, something that can make it so that the people who are really invested in having their girl win the Nariyuki Bowl can be bolstered by this chapter. That's what I'm guessing. So I wonder. How far are they going to go? What are they going to try? Ah, ooh, I like this. Now this I like. Just, I love manga's usage of collage, how densely information can be packed into just one page through the use of these like little in-panel flashbacks or recalling lines of dialogue and stuff. And unlike a more linear medium, like something that's a progression of frames that you're just watching, or a book that you're reading and you're reading sequential words, the static two-dimensionality of manga allows you to just kind of take it all in at once, and that if you kind of want to parse it in any sort of sequential fashion, that's just kind of your own choice, and what's being depicted to you is the collage as a whole. You get what I'm saying? I think it's so cool because even though it's so dense with information and that you can kind of like pick out each one of these scenes and remember what they happened and or remember when they happened and what kind of significance they have for Narayuki, you also just kind of get this sense of being awash in his recollection as a whole and thinking about just kind of what mood he's in overall with all of these thoughts in his mind. Isn't that nice? Ooh, yes. Ooh, I like that. I like that. And now he's back with all the girls and even this brash, boasting science girl and the Furuhashi support club of Princess Furuhashi, as they call her. No Uruka swim team, huh? How come everybody else gets their crew, but she's left solo? No? But look at her say few. Oh, that's so cute. Ooh, and here he is with her girlfriend. With his girlfriend. Yeah. I guess they're public now. Three of us who seem pretty determined to wait. So now they can all pay their respects together. Yeah, see, this is what I'm kind of talking about. This sort of meaningful, significant scene that doesn't necessarily advance the plot and doesn't necessarily signify anything significant, but that you can read into with like tons of significance for whomever you want, right? They all make their wishes together. So what are they all wishing for? They're wishing for, I want to win the Narayuki Bowl or whatever. Right? I don't know. It's all very cute. I'm pretty happy with this chapter. Crazy year with a ton of challenges. Suddenly signed as a tutor for three geniuses. All three were way more trouble than I expected. And it was so much fun. I wonder how much more we'll share together. Sharing laughter and tears. We're probably near the end. Well, I mean, in terms of just the chronological constraints of the plot, I suppose they are. Exams are coming up. They're going to graduate. They're all going to go off to different places. The plot really can't continue as it has been once they hit that point. But how many chapters will it take to get there? Like, how much can we parse this as like a meta statement that the manga is probably near the end? I don't know. Like, I keep going back and forth on this because every time I thought Nisekoi was ending, here's another 50 chapters. See you next year, etc., etc. So, I don't know. All I can wish for is that whatever lies ahead for them is full of happiness. Yeah, and they all have their academic success charms Sensei gave him, all with very different facial expressions. Narayuki at peace, totally unaware of what the other three are wishing for, assuming that they're wishing for good marks on their exams, but he'd be way off the mark there. Sana's exam is almost there, and so is Ruka's test. Let's make sure to not have any regrets. Ooh, I love countdowns to the new year. Something about it always seems so kind of melancholy that there's this just kind of drifting remote sadness. It feels like a moment that you're already nostalgic for while it's happening. I love especially the sound of a countdown happening from like another room in a party. I wrote a story that I tried to include a scene like that. I don't know how well it turned out, but yeah, and there's a Dean Blunt song, this experimental musician Dean Blunt. I don't remember what the song is called. He's sadly singing, "You bring out the best in me." Ba-ba-da-ba-da. And then it ends with people counting down to the new year. So good. So good. And that Auld Lang Syne. Oh boy, what a banger. If old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind, then da 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 da. Okay, good chapter. Really nice. It's a little weird reading a New Year's chapter on September 1st, but this is where we are. All right.